Welcome back to the PSN Command Known as the Protest Sports. Known your boy Tone, aka Tech, and we're back with another video. If I get to a glory to God, for our God's right now, God's open doors and pay with for all you people in the Lord's name. Pray, amen. Today's video, we're here at the Washington Commanders. And before I get to today's video, I usually have a verse of the day, but I can't remember it off the top of my head. I don't have my phone with me. But today's verse of the day, real quick, is 1 Timothy chapter 4, verse 16. It does state, let me go ahead and pull it up. Watch your life and doctrine closely, persevere in them, and if you do, you will save both yourself and your hearers. Basically, just make sure your life aligns with the Bible. Make sure you are obeying said book. The Bible's a manual how to live your life in Christ, and when you do that, when you're watching those things both closely, and you're persevering in them, you will save yourself and the people that are around you. People will see you as an example. People say, "Oh yeah, let me be like him. Let me go ahead and get baptized. Let me go ahead and live for the Lord, die to myself, and be new again." This is what that means. But let's get right into today's video. I don't want to ramble you guys too hard, but that's a quick verse of the day. Let's get right into today's video. So, this is my recap of week one of the free agency frenzy that the Washington Commanders did assemble. We made like 18, 20 transactions. It's been crazy. We let a lot of old Commanders walk, such as Kendall Fuller, Cameron Curl, Sam Howell was traded. A lot of things have happened over these last 7 days that was going to change our franchise forever in a lot of ways. So let's talk about the guys that are departing first. Curtis Samuel, first Kirko, my boy, Kirko. He did sign a 3-year deal, $24 million with the Buffalo Bills. They can go up to $30 million with incentives. Very interesting move there for Kirko. Get to play with Josh Allen. That's pretty fun. Get to play with Stephon Diggs, SD. SD's making these cryptic Instagram posts. SD, shut the heck up. Shut up, bro. You're not getting traded. Shut up. Shut up, bro. Shut up, bro. Stop crying like a little baby, bro. You irritating. But never talk for another day. Because SD getting on nerves lately. But back to Kirko. Kirko is signing that 3-year deal. I'm happy for bro. He's been playing some good ball, and he's a nice asset. They did lose Gabe Davis, so in comes Curtis Samuel. I think they'll draft a receiver like a Keon Coleman, someone of that ilk, and then you roll with Keon Coleman / draft pick. Say bless you in the comment section, please. But you'll roll with draft pick Curtis and Josh Allen. I think that's a good look. I mean, and SD with Josh Allen. I say it's a good look. With James Cook and them boys. God dang, bro. My fault, y'all. But yeah, so I think it's a good move for Curtis and a good move also for Buffalo. Wish Kirko number the best. Shout out to Kirko. Next, Cameron Curl signed a 2-year, $13 million contract with incentives with the Los Angeles Rams. No surprises here. Sean McVay is very familiar with Washington players. They do shop at the Washington store when Washington free agents do come up and are worth a darn, and he is worth a darn. So they go ahead and signed him. Very, very, very inexpensive contract. I know a lot of people say, "Oh, we could have kept Cam for that." At the end of the day, bro, newsflash: Adam Peters didn't want Cameron Curl, or Adam Peters gave an offer to Cam. He declined. Well, he's going to get more in free agency. Found it was tough as hell to get some money in free agency, and just took the best deal he can get. And said, and Adam Peters said, I'm going to offer you this one time, bro. I'm not spinning the block. So you're going to take this, or you can rock. He said, I'm a rock. Bet. Ain't nothing wrong with that. At the end of the day, Adam Peters had no loyalty to any of these players that we like. And I like Cam. I wish Cam nothing but the best. Salute to my man Cam Bam, man. Cam Bam, 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 blah! Shout out to Cam, man. Next is Curtis, Cam. Someone else that's kind of significant. Kendall Fuller. K-Full, my boy, K-Full. Wish you nothing but the best, Brody. Signed a 2-year, $16.5 million deal with the Miami Dolphins. Good look for Kendall Fuller. Really solid NFL corner. I like Kendall. I know a lot of people say, "Oh, he's slow, he sucks." Shut up. Kendall Fuller is instinctual. He's smart. He knows how to diagnose offenses and he attacks offenses with the little bit of speed he does have. Shout out to Kendall, man. I wish Kendall number the best. K Fool. Go get your bread, dog. And finally, the final big departure. When Samuel Howell, man, no longer commander, you guys already know got traded to the Seahawks for exchange of Howell, a 6th round, 4th round picks going to Seattle. Washington gets a 3rd and 5th round pick in return. So pick swaps and Howell being thrown into the deal. I think it's a good deal for both sides. We increased 51 positions in draft capital, and also saved about $980,000 in cap space with moving Sam Howell. And then Seattle gains a backup quarterback, which they were missing after Drew Lock went to the Giants, and also a guy they can work with for the future and maybe be their future starter. So, good move on both sides. I wish Sam nothing but the best. I love that kid, man. I'm a big Sam Howell guy. It did hurt me a little bit when I see him no longer in burgundy and gold, but hey, man, Sam, wish him the best, bro. NHL, always NHL, man. For me, I will always have a spot in my football heart for Sam Howell. Big Sam Howell guy. I love that kid come out of school, and I wish him well. I wish him well. I think he's a very talented quarterback, and I think he'll do some good things in Seattle. I really believe in that kid for sure. Let's get to the additions now. I had to say goodbye to those guys in a much more deeper sense. But let's get to the transactions. So, first of all, we signed Tyler Biadasz for a 3-year, $30 million contract. Very backloaded. Like, I think his cap hit this year's like $4 million, 4.5. His last year, the contract like $15.5 million cap hit, and then the middle one's like $10 million. So, it's a good deal. It's a good deal for the Commanders here. I like Tyler Biadasz. He's a really good center. He's a former Pro Bowler. He's a huge upgrade over anything that was not Chase Roulier here. I think he's even a slight upgrade over Chase Roulier. So I think it's a good move. I'm gonna get that one an A. I love that move. I think he's a heck of a center, and he will definitely assist in fixing this offensive line of the Washington Commanders, which has been very, very, very trash lately. So excuse me, sorry about that. Next move here is Dorrance Armstrong, 3 years, up to $45 million, but it's $33 million base. Let's take the base money. We won't take that with the incentives and all that because he might not hit the incentives. If he does, that's great because that means he's balling. We fly high, no right, you know this, balling. But he's balling. He's getting that cake, chicken cake, baby. But let's get to Dorrance Armstrong. Really solid pass rusher, man. 17 sacks in the last 2 years and only playing 45 to 50% of snaps. That's pretty good production. So you expect with the snap count going up for Dorrance Armstrong and fitting with Dan Quinn once in his defense, I expect the sack numbers to go up, bro. I expect the sack numbers to skyrocket, bro. Maybe 10 and a half per year. Like, you're getting that. I think he's going to get that $14, $15 million for a season. That's not bad. It's not bad money. If you're getting a guy that's can give you 10 and a half to maybe even 12 sacks a season, Montez Sweat gave the Commanders and Bears a combined 12 and a half sacks and got paid, what was it, $24 million a season for 1 year of really good production. If you're telling me I'm going to get very similar production to Montez Sweat and pay $9 million less per season, sign me up, bro. A move for the Commanders here. Next, we'll put all these into one thing. They brought back Jamison Crowder, Jeremy Reeves, and I believe someone else. They brought back 3 players. It was Jeremy Reeves for sure. I know Jamison Crowder, JC Ice. Nothing's colder than ice. But I'm gonna get those also a B plus. All the returning guys. I don't know the other guy's name. Sorry, but I do know they brought back Jamison Crowder and also Jeremy Reeves. Jamison Crowder, a really good back end of the roster receiver. He can bring you depth in the slot, and he produces sometimes. We saw that Eagles game when he caught 5 passes for 95 yards. He still can play. Like, Jamison Crowder is really solid. I love JC Ice. I'm a big JC Ice guy. I didn't think we would bring him back because he was older, but we did bring Odo, Zach Ertz. So, and we also did pay Odo, Bobby Wagner some money. So you never know, right? But Jamison Crowder, veteran minimum deal, B plus. Jeremy Reeves is an All Pro. I think we bought him back on a 1 year, 2 year deal. I'm not exactly sure what it was, but he's definitely making this roster. He's one of the best special teamers in the league. He's all pro Revo. So B plus for that one as well. And the other returning player, I forgot who it was. Whoever it was, it's also a B because whoever we brought back was worth a darn. So next, we bought in Zach Ertz. I'm gonna get that one a B minus. I'm not the biggest fan of Zach Ertz at the moment, but Zach Ertz does bring you veteran leadership. I think Zach Ertz can still produce. And what I like about Zach is that he's very savvy. So he don't have the speed he had in Philadelphia. You can cut that crap out. If you think he's the same athlete he was in Philadelphia, you are insane. You're talking crazy. But Zach Ertz does bring you veteran savvy, so he can get open with route running. He can get open with the little bit of speed he does have left. And also, he can get open with savviness, like the little shoves, the little ways you can get open in the NFL, getting away with offensive pass interference. He can do those things. And he has good hands still. So I think Zach Ertz is probably going to give you 35 catches, I'm going to say 400 yards, 2 touchdowns for veteran minimum and with incentives, about $5 million, 1 year deal. Mentoring a young tight end for him to be the new tight end one. Or maybe he might be mentoring Amari Rodgers or even a Cole Turner. We don't know. Find out next episode of Commanders Ball Z. But you never know. Like, you never know. So I think it's a solid move, but I don't love it. It doesn't move the needle for me, but it doesn't piss me off either, if that makes sense. I'm very neutral about it. I like Zach Ertz. He's solid. Bobby Wagner's the next big move I want to talk about. That's an A. Bobby Wagner's a dog. He's just a dog still. He's a DAWG. Put the stamp on him. Boy, certified dog. And we need dogs. I don't care how old they are. I don't care how. We need dogs. And Bobby Wagner is a certified dog. Boy, 183 tackles. 183 tackles, Slim. 3.5 sacks. That's a dog. That's a dog right there. That's a dog. And him with the other linebacker about to talk about, and you still got Jamin Davis. We getting spicy. 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 Caliente. Hey, for Bobby Wagner. The next guy, Frankie Louvu, he was signed before Bobby Wagner. 3 years, $36 million. So a little bit more of a longer-term deal. Bobby Wagner's 1 year, 8.5. But this one is huge. I love Frankie Louvu, bro. I watched the all-22s. Boy, this is oozing talent. This is oozing speed. This is oozing ball-taking ability. This is oozing talent. Like, this dude is redunculous. Dude is insane, bro. Like, he knocks people's heads off. He picks off passes. He goes get the quarterback. He does everything very well. He doesn't necessarily does anything at an elite level, but he does everything at a very good level. And I love players who are palm nons, proficient in many, master of none, as Louis T will say. And this guy can play, bro. This dude is insane, bro. Like 125, 130 tackles, 5.5 sacks. That's a blitzer? That's crazy work. Stop. Don't play with that boy. Play with you know what? As young Dolph would say. RP Dolph. What is you talking about? I'm about to say the F word. I'm trying to refrain from cursing. But goodness gracious, Frankie Lou was a dog. Ugh. Ugh. Tyler Ott, next guy. Long snapper. Not wasting much time. Cameron Cheeseman was trash. Thank God we replaced him. That is all. Next thing. Bro, Eric got replaced. The kicker got replaced. The long snapper. He said, we don't want to do nothing with these dudes. All these dudes are trash. Or they want to overpay. The guys that were actually good on this team, they're like, all right, we don't want to overpay for Cam. We don't want to overpay for Kirko. We don't want to overpay for none of these dudes. I'm good. We weren't paying Montez Sweat $1 billion, and we weren't paying Chase $1 billion. So next one I want to talk about. I did talk about Ertz. Mike Allarghetti the Kansas City Chiefs, former Chiefs guard here. I got 3 years, $16 million. I like the move. He played with a UCL tear, which I think is super interesting. Somebody to get Tommy John surgery on. So that's kind of insane. He played on that in a Super Bowl, nonetheless. That is absolutely insane. He started that game as well, and he's looking for a chance to start. I think it's interesting because if they can start, he will be a very cheap option to start because he's getting more backup money than starter money. So I like that move. I'm gonna get that one a B. It's a solid move. I like what he brings to the table. I haven't watched all 22 of them like that, but I did watch the Super Bowl, and I did keep a very keen eye on him. I rewatched it, and he did some good things. So I like what I saw. Unlike Andrew Wiley, who played in the Super Bowl and looked good, but it was because of the turf. No, he actually played well. So shout out to Nick Allegretti, and Andrew Wiley might be out the door after 24 after the 24 campaign. Austin Eckler, former Chargers running back, got 2 years, $11.5 million, somewhere around there, 11.43, whatever it was. Solid money, more high-end backup money, low-end starter money for Austin Eckler here. I'm gonna give this one a B plus. I like Austin Eckler. He's not as explosive as he once was. He's still a touchdown machine. He's gonna be great in the red zone. He'll be a nice compliment to Brian Robinson Jr., who is definitely your RB1, I believe. And I don't think Austin Eckler's about to come in and take this man's job. Sorry. He's not as explosive as Brian right now. I think Brian has more speed. I think Brian has more elusiveness and more quickness than Austin Eckler. But what Austin Eckler brings you is veteran savvy. He brings you good hands and brings you a nice change of pace back for said Brian Robinson. And Austin Eckler can still scoop when healthy. Keyword with Austin Eckler is health. But I don't think he's no longer RB1 in this league. You can see it last year. He's don't look an RB1 anymore. He looks like more of a complimentary back in this league now. So, but he'll be plus. I like the move. I like Austin Eckler a lot. So he'll get about 100, 150, 200 touches, and I think he'll take advantage of 150 and 200 touches. And I think it's a great fit in Cliff Kingsbury's offense. That's all the major moves, I think. Did we do anything else major? Oh, we signed a Lions linebacker. I forgot his name, but he's a special teams guy. Hey, we need fiends on special teams, and he's a fiend. So, hey. Anything else I want to talk about when it comes to newcomers? I think that's about it. Dante Fowler Jr. He came from the Cowboys on a 1-year deal. I like it. Keenan Farrell too. I'll talk about both of those at the same time. I like both of these guys. I mean, they're solid. Keenan Farrell to me isn't a great pass rusher, but he's really good against the run. I think he's better than Chase Young against the run right now, who was our former edge rusher last year. I do think that Chase gives you a little bit more off the edge as an edge rusher, more than Keenan Farrell does. But Keenan Farrell is really good against the run, and I think that's a good start. And I think you can get more of a pass rush specialist in the draft to kind of complement Keenan Farrell. And also, you have Dante Fowler, who can actually get to the quarterback at an okay level. I don't think he's a great pass rusher by any stretch. I feel like he got a 1-year deal. I think he's more like a 3.5, 4 sack guy off the bench. That's not bad. He's definitely an upgrade over Casey Toohill in athleticism. So I'm gonna get both of those a B minus. Those are solid moves. That's pretty much about it when it comes to newcomers. Let's talk about what's next, right? John Keim didn't stamp this unquote. I know him and Rio kind of got into it on X about stamping something when it comes to this guy we're gonna talk about. But Greg Newsome the second. Shout out to Greg Newsome the second. My son is the second, so shout out to Greg Newsome for being the second iteration of Greg Newsome. 6'1", 195 pounds. Current Cleveland Browns cornerback. Played in the slot last year, did some good things. Also played outside early in his career and did play very well. But other guys are emerging on the roster to play outside, and he doesn't want to play outside anymore. He doesn't play inside. So maybe looking for a trade partner for Greg Newsome the second. And I think Greg Newsome will be a great fit. Greg Newsome's a cornerback one in this league. Like, I'm so serious when I say that. If you can get your hands on Greg Newsome for a third rounder, maybe toss in a 2025 fifth rounder, I think that'd be a good look. Greg Newsome's a dog. Like, if you can trade a compensatory pick, which is the 100th pick in the draft, for said Greg Newsome, I think that's a great trade. That's a move I would definitely make. Greg Newsome to DC is something that would be beautiful. And put that 0 on, like Real said in his video. Put that O on, boy. Put that 0 on with that black command. Ooh, drippy sauce, drippy sauce, drippy. I'm gonna shout out Antisocial Club for the drip. You know what I'm saying? Fragment collab. Not we do. But y'all not put that ish on. But back to the point at hand. Greg Newsome's a dog. So go get bro. He's a dog. I love what he brings to the table. So Greg Newsome to DC, please make that happen. Next thing I want to talk about real quick. Other moves that the Commanders can make. We still got about $50 million in cap space, and it's a long one. It's gonna be a long video. Almost over 20 minutes long, so grab your popcorn if you're still watching. We got about $50 million in cap space, and we still got 9 draft picks, right? I mean, trade for Greg Newsome will be a thing, so you'll have 8 draft picks at that point, but you'll still have a guy on a rookie deal, so that's pretty good. I think you can even still pick up a tackle, so you can re-sign Cornelius Lucas for a 1-year Band-Aid, or you can get a Tyron Smith. You get one of these tackles. I think getting another corner is something that you also can do, whether you're not trading for Greg Newsome or not. You can go get one of these veteran corners of free agency. I even believe Justin Simmons, I think, is still on the table as well. So you can just, there's a few more options. I think moves that we should make are trade for Greg Newsome the second. Maybe pick up Tyron Smith on a 1-year deal. And then I will probably end my free agency there for the bigger names. And then I would go ahead and just look forward to the draft. Because you have plenty of cap space at that point. You'll still have about $45, $46 million of cap space, or $43, $44 million of cap space. And you will still have a cornerback on a rookie deal. You will exercise a 5th-year option, and you will immediately do that. So you have him for 2 years, and then you can see what he can do. Right? You'll pick up the 5th-year option. And then with Tyron Smith, he's a 1-year Band-Aid. You draft a tackle, and he learns under said Tyron Smith and go from there. You can't even pick up 2 tackles. You could pick up more of a long-term guy, but I don't think they like anyone in free agency. They picked up one already. But if you see a guy that gets released, like a DJ Humphries that got released by the Arizona Cardinals, if you like him for a 2-3 year deal, you can do that if you like as well. He also played with Cliff, so that's something to keep your eye on. I wanted to get a Marquise Hollywood Brown. Unfortunately, he decided the Chiefs. That's a nice contract because, boy, my homeboy got them weapons. Woo! But that's going to do it for today's video. This just a recap of how things have looked in free agency week 1. Saying goodbye to our departures, and also saying hello to the guys like Jameson Crowder and Jeremy Reeves, welcoming them back to the Commanders, and welcoming our newcomers. And also what other moves we can make, such as getting Greg Newsome. I think getting Greg Newsome the second would be beautiful. I would love for that to happen. But that'll do it for today's video. Like, comment, subscribe, comment your thoughts. Guys, be easy, be safe, stay healthy. It's a long one, so grab your popcorn and be easy and have a great one. Till next time.